Today, we're exploring a fascinating question. Does the Quran contain insights that resonate with quantum physics? With the help of AI, we're conducting an unbiased, logical analysis to find any overlaps between the Quran's teachings and modern scientific principles, specifically those in quantum mechanics. Using AI allows us to examine this from an evidence-based perspective without emotional attachment, so we can focus purely on logical analysis and potential connections. To begin, let's look at quantum physics itself. Quantum physics, or quantum mechanics, studies the smallest particles of the universe, subatomic particles like electrons and photons. At this level, reality behaves in ways that seem to defy traditional logic. Quantum physics reveals that particles can exist in multiple places at once, change states depending on whether they're being observed, and even seem to communicate instantaneously across vast distances, a phenomenon known as quantum entanglement. While these discoveries are relatively recent, many wonder if ancient texts like the Quran might contain references to such phenomena. From a deductive perspective, the aim here is to see if any Quranic verses align with the concepts we encounter in quantum physics, or if this is simply a modern interpretation. Let's dive into some intriguing possibilities. One concept in quantum physics is the idea of duality, particularly the wave-particle duality. Quantum particles, like photons, can behave as both particles and waves. They don't strictly fit into one category, defying classical definitions. Interestingly, in Surah An-Nur 24:35, the Quran describes Allah as the light of the heavens and the earth. Light itself is a significant concept in quantum mechanics due to its dual nature. The verse further elaborates on this divine light, comparing it to a niche in which there is a lamp, symbolizing layered meanings and complexity. Inductively, some may interpret this as a parallel to the duality of light observed in quantum physics. The idea that light has properties that transcend simple categories aligns with how the Quran describes divine light, layered and beyond straightforward definition. This doesn't necessarily mean the Quran was discussing quantum mechanics, but it opens up interesting possibilities for interpreting light as both a physical and metaphysical concept. Could this be a reflection of divine knowledge, or is it coincidence? Share your thoughts below. Next, let's consider the concept of observation and its role in quantum physics. In quantum mechanics, the act of observation changes the behavior of particles, known as the observer effect. Until observed, particles exist in a state of superposition, meaning they are in multiple states at once. Only when measured do they collapse into a single state. Some scholars find a potential link to this concept in Surah Al-Hadid 57:4, where it says, "And he is with you wherever you are." This verse is often interpreted to mean that God's presence is pervasive and transcends space and time, suggesting an omnipresence that could align with the observer effect on a philosophical level. From a deductive standpoint, while the Quran does not discuss particles or superposition, the notion of a constant, observing presence could be viewed as a divine parallel to quantum observation. Is this alignment meaningful or purely symbolic? Drop your views in the comments. Now let's discuss quantum entanglement, a concept that has puzzled scientists for decades. Quantum entanglement occurs when particles become interconnected such that the state of one particle instantly influences the state of another, no matter the distance. This phenomenon appears to defy classical notions of space and time, hinting at an underlying unity in the fabric of reality. In Surah Al-An'am 6:59, the Quran states, "And with him are the keys of the unseen. None knows them except him. And he knows what is on the land and in the sea. Not a leaf falls, but that he knows it." This verse emphasizes a unity of knowledge and connection, suggesting an awareness that transcends physical separation. While it may not directly describe quantum entanglement, inductively, this idea of interconnectedness across vast distances mirrors some aspects of what entanglement reveals about the universe. Could this be a sign of a deeper unity within creation, as suggested in both quantum mechanics and religious philosophy? Another intriguing connection is the concept of the multiverse. While still theoretical, some quantum physicists propose that every possible outcome of a quantum event spawns a separate, parallel universe, what's known as the many worlds interpretation. Each decision, each quantum outcome, creates a new reality, Surah Al-Fatiha, the opening chapter of the Quran, refers to Allah as Rabb al-Alamin, often translated as Lord of all the worlds. Some interpret worlds as referring to multiple realms of existence beyond our perception, potentially aligning with the idea of a multiverse. While deductively, this could be symbolic language rather than a scientific statement, it raises the question, could the concept of multiple worlds in the Quran be hinting at the existence of realities beyond our own? What's your take on this? Metaphor or foresight? Comment below. The final area to examine is the nature of reality itself, as understood through quantum uncertainty. Quantum mechanics reveals that at the smallest scales, reality is probabilistic rather than deterministic. We can't predict with absolute certainty where a particle will be. We can only calculate probabilities. This has led some to question the nature of free will, fate, and destiny. Surah Al-Insan 76:3 states, "Indeed, we guided him to the way, be he grateful or ungrateful." This suggests that while guidance is provided, human beings have the freedom to choose their path. From an inductive perspective, this resonates with the probabilistic nature of quantum mechanics, where potential outcomes exist but are not predetermined until chosen. Could quantum mechanics reflect a divine design that allows for both guidance and freedom? Or is this interpretation stretching too far? Let us know your perspective. In conclusion, while the Quran was revealed long before the discovery of quantum mechanics, some verses align intriguingly with concepts in modern physics. Whether discussing light, observation, interconnectedness, multiple realms, or the nature of choice, the Quran offers principles that echo certain ideas explored in quantum theory. Our AI-driven analysis shows that while there is no direct scientific discussion, the Quran's language provides room for thoughtful interpretation. If you found this exploration fascinating, please like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the intersection of science, faith, and AI-driven analysis. Share your thoughts. Do you see these connections as profound insights or interesting coincidences? And if you know someone who would enjoy this discussion, please share this video with them. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to uncovering more intriguing questions together in the next episode.